Hey, everybody, it's Radleigh here with the Angelic Weather Report for the week of February 8th. Now, this is the week that some of the world calls Radleigh Week. No, that's not right. Valentine's Day week. And I know that usually gets reduced to like romance and chocolates and greeting cards, but the angels are speaking about something much deeper here because we have to remember that the heart isn't just a romantic space, it's a relational space. It's where trust lives and where connection forms. This is the place where we build intimacy and where courage shows up. It's where healing can happen. So, this week isn't about necessarily being in a relationship, it's about being in the right relationships with others and with yourself and with your truth. Because these cards speak to a powerful process, the process of opening the heart, of choosing growth, and releasing what no longer fits who you are becoming or who you have become. And so the spread this week is called the Sacred Web of Connection. And this time I went and dug out an old friend, Guardian Angel Tarot cards. Now, some of you will recognize this. I did this deck, I think it was in 2015, 2016, something like that. It's the only deck I have that is out of print, and that's because we decided to redo it. But I dug it out because this card was very Victorian in style, kind of looked like greeting cards. Don't ask, okay? And so it just had the right vibe for, having a week that has Valentine's Day in it. So we have three cards. And the first card, and you cannot make this stuff up, okay? You cannot make this stuff up. Guess what the first card was? Go ahead. Yes, that's exactly what the first card was. It's called Open Your Heart, but it's card number 6, which makes it the Lover's card. I just went crazy renaming cards in this deck. Don't ask about that either. Okay. But this card is the energy of the connection itself. I'm calling this placement in the spread the heart's invitation. And so this card isn't about romance, it's about choice, the choice to open, the choice to trust, the choice to connect, the choice to let yourself be seen. It speaks to where we're emotionally vulnerable and our authenticity and our soul level connection. And so it can show up as a deepening bond, it can show up as healing a relationship or allowing yourself to receive care and support. And that means it opens itself to including self relationship, opening your heart to yourself with compassion instead of judgment. It talks about the fact that connection begins with openness and love starts with courage. The next card is 3 of action, otherwise known as 3 of wands or 3 of fire. And so this card is about the forward motion of the connection. It's the movement of growth. It's about expansion and new horizons. Now, in relationship, this speaks to trying new ways of relating, breaking old patterns, choosing growth over comfort, and moving towards actually really moving beyond familiar dynamics. It can show how relationships are evolving, connections are deepening, and new forms of intimacy are emerging. So, this is about relational vision, imagining healthier ways to connect and then move towards them. Connection grows when you choose evolution. And so, this is to tell us that growth is a form of love. And then the last card is card number 16. Some of you will recognize this as the Tower card, but I called it out with the old and in with the new, like a dojo went crazy. Okay. So in most of my cards, I call it transformation. And so this is the transformation point. This card isn't about destruction, it's about liberation. It represents the release of outdated patterns and false or fake expectations and unhealthy attachments and old relational identities and emotional structures that no longer support who you are. In relationships, this is about truth replacing illusion. Should I say it again? In relationships, this is about truth replacing illusion. It doesn't have to be loss, it's alignment. It doesn't have to be chaos, it's clarity. It doesn't have to be endings, it can be renewal. But in the end, it's what falls away makes space for what's real. And that release creates room for truth. So, what do we got? We have a transformational week for relationships of every kind. That first card, Open Your Heart, invites you into courage, the courage to be real, the courage to be vulnerable, the courage to connect without armor. Three of Action, aka Three of Wands, shows that connection is not static. It grows, evolves, and expands when we choose it consciously, because you're being asked to move forward and how you relate and not repeat the past. And out with the old, in with the new brings a sacred release. This is where old patterns are dissolving, old stories are clearing, old emotional structures are breaking down. Not to hurt you, not to hurt anybody, but to free you. And so the movement of this week is to open, to expand, and to release. It's not about losing relationships, it's about transforming them. It's not about endings, it's about natural evolution. So, Valentine's energy this week isn't just about romance, it's about real love. It's about honest love, brave love, healing love, truthful love, conscious love, the kind that changes you for the better. So if you're looking for some angels, I don't have them all on the wall. I've got 2 out of 3. But so we're starting with Archangel Shamuel, the guy in green here, because he's love, compassion, emotional healing, heart connection. We have Gabriel for honest communication and emotional expression. And not on the wall right now is Jeremiah, because Jeremiah is all about life review, emotional transformation, and realizing your soul truth. If you're looking for an affirmation for the week, you can use these. I open my heart with courage. I open my heart with courage. I choose growth in my connections. I choose growth in my connections. And I release what no longer aligns with my truth. I release what no longer aligns with my truth. And yes, Victorian Guardian Angel Tarot cards of the renamed lovers, plus the Three of Wands, plus the Tower, Valentine's Week, Relationship Month, all of that goes together to say spiritual poetry with emotional depth. So, this is the part where I do a reading for you. So, I am going to shuffle the cards and I want you to think of a question that you would want to ask me. So, think of a question that you'd want to ask me. What's on your mind? What would you like to know an answer to? And I'm just going to shuffle here. Okay. So, are you drawn to card number 1? Or are you drawn to, well, card number 2? Are you drawn to card number 3? And are you drawn to card number 4? Now, if you were drawn to card number 1, it's Ace of Abundance, Ace of Abundance. And I would call this Ace of Earth in almost all my decks. Other people call it Ace of Coins or Pentacles. And so this card, one of the things I liked about this card that I designed it was meant to be kind of like an intro deck, like a way to learn tarot. And so it has a lot of words on it so that your eyes could be drawn to a lot of different possibilities. So this card says, this cherub brings wonderful news. A windfall of resources comes your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, and go into business for yourself. There may be important contracts to sign. If you were drawn to card number 2, it's Eight of Emotions, which in traditional tarot is Eight of Cups. I would call it Eight of Water. And this card says you feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life and in your heart. You know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. If you were drawn to card number 3, it's Five of Action. In traditional tarot, this is Five of Wands. I usually call it Five of Fire. It says, your angels want you to know that your current challenge pushes you to be assertive and self confident. Be willing to stand up for yourself and defend your position. You have the right to excuse yourself from those who bring drama into your life. And finally, if you were drawn to card number 4, it's Eight of Abundance. So traditional tarot, it's Eight of Coins or Pentacles, Eight of Earth in my stuff. And it says, this is a time of learning and honing your skills. You may feel inspired to go back to school, to take seminars on topics that fascinate you, or educate yourself on the healing arts. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. The key to success is the details. Monitor your projects carefully. So that's it. That's the Angelic Weather Report for February 8th, 2026. For those of you who celebrate, have a very, very happy Valentine's Day, and I will see you again next week.